Hey yo! Hey everyone, Skylinks here, bringing you another video review. Today we'll be doing Classics Prime. Like I said, the Classics Prime is just a modern update to the original G1 look. So, as you can see, he looks somewhat G1, but he has noticeable differences like the top up here, the wind resistor, and he's not flat bed, and just overall he has a more modern look, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. He still looks very nice. Now if you do want that G1 look, you can take off this thing up here, if I can get it off without breaking it. Here we go. And it looks more G1, but you see his head up there. Whatever. I like the alt mode. I think this thing looks good, but it would look a little bit better if it was a little shorter, but oh well. Anyways, that's actually the first part of the transformation. Take this thing off, and take this off. These two become his weapons in a few short seconds. Just going to move them down here. Okay, bring this across. First thing you want to do is separate this whole section here, and open that up. Bring this whole area around. Flip the hands out underneath. Flip that up. And then flip that up. Bring these around. Now there's noticeable areas where you can fold this in. So you just fold it in like so. Bring it down. Again, you'll notice that there's like a little indent here where the nook goes in. Just fold it in. Bring it down. Okay, and you just get these out of the way for now. Next is you bring the head up. Get this out of the way. And fold up the back section. Kinda can't see that because of the arm, but the head comes up here and the back section comes up. Okay. Next is you take this section and you just push it in. Actually first, what you want to do is move this out of the way. That helps. Okay, take the wheels and just push them in like that. And bring this section down. And flip these parts up. Flip the whole top part around. And then, if you take the feet down here and you move them, the heels come out too. They're connected as one, so that's kind of cool. And just separate. And then adjust the shoulders accordingly. There we go. Oof. I'm sorry, it's early in the morning. I want to get this out of the way. So, I'm kind of out of it. My apologies. So anyways, there he is. Posability. The arms bend. It's very tight. The shoulders move up and back. He has good posability in the arm. The leg has nice posability. And the head can actually look down like that. Can't really look up unless you move this section out of the way, the back section. And you can look left to right, 180 degrees. Put this down for a sec. Let me just get his weapons out. Okay. This is his first weapon. Just bend this out like that. You fold that part in. Bring this around. And then bring this little section out. That's his first gun. This gun kind of looks cool, but I like his other gun better. And that is up here. First you want to flip this section out here and flip this section out here. I'm amazed I'm able to flip them out because I have no fingernails. There we go. Bring these handles down here and bring it together, and that's a badass prime gun. I love double barrel guns, and that looks kick-ass. So they fit nicely into his hand. Just get this over here. Okay, and there we go. There's Prime. You can see him. There we go. I'm going to stop the review for a second, and I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to bring out G1 Prime, and I'll do a comparison. Okay, here's him fully transformed. Let's take a nice look at him. Put him in kind of a gnarly pose. There we go. He looks really badass. This is a good Prime figure. At first I didn't like it because it wasn't 100% G1 accurate, but when I really started to look at the classical line, I really realized that none of them really look G1, like completely G1 accurate. Closest coming is Starscream, so, but still, he looks really badass. These panels here, I like them. They're kind of cool, but they get in the way sometimes. However you want to position them is up to you. You can position them off to the side like that so you see more arm. It really doesn't much matter, but there's Generation 1 Prime. In there. You can see the noticeable differences. The obviously this is a more updated look, and this is a more recent figure, obviously, seeing this is 1980s and this is 2006. So obviously this is going to be a better figure, but if you look at it, they keep most of the similarities between the two. But the differences mainly is no smokestacks on this guy. He's got these panels here. The face, even though you really don't notice it, the little ear horn things are kind of slanted a bit, while in this Prime they're straight. Guess that really doesn't much matter. The gun is noticeably different. The ion cannon is different on the original Prime as to the other cannons here on Classic Prime. The transformation is different, obviously, too. Even though essentially he looks the same, it feels like he transforms the same, there's a lot of twisting and twirling on this guy. If you look at them from behind, you got a lot of kibble on the behind on him. But this guy, he just has a lot of nothing. But whatever. I like Classic Prime. Tell you a little story about how I got him is Classic Prime was the only Classics figure I actually didn't have that I really wanted. I just got him recently, and it was at FYE. I was there, and he was for $35, and I thought that was freaking ridiculous. So every few weeks or so, I would go back to FYE, and he'd still be there. Classic Chef Buy was there with him, and they were $35 each. And I'd be waiting and waiting. And finally, a week after New Year's, I went back in, and he was there, and they marked him down to $9.99 from $35. I think A, they either are trying to get rid of stuff because Christmas has ended, and lowering prices, or B, they realize how ridiculous the price is. I think it's more A than anything. But I was happy to get him, especially seeing that was a kind of a crappy day, but that really made me feel good. He's definitely a great figure, one of the best classics. I mean, everyone has their favorite in the classic line, but he's definitely great to have. He was recolored into Ultra Magnus, and Ultra Magnus was just a blue and white, as he always is as a recoloring. Ugh. You know, I know Ultra Magnus looked like Optimus Prime in his G1 form, but they don't have to repeat the process over and over again. It's one of the things about Robot in Disguise Magnus I liked, is he was completely different. But anyways, yeah, he is a beautiful figure. He's a great showpiece, very posable. He's very stiff too. He doesn't have loose joints. They're stiff. And he's very durable. Like, I'm sure, like, if you drop Classic Starscream or you fool around with Classic Starscream enough, it will break. A lot of the pieces are very, like, fragile. This guy's built solid. He is a trooper. He might as well be Master Chief in a toy form. He's that kick-ass. So yeah, I definitely suggest picking this figure up. I said in my Rodimus review, I didn't know if I was going to do classics or not, especially with all the stuff coming up, but I wanted to do Classic Prime because it's such a great figure, and it really is overshadowed a lot. A lot of people don't consider it that good, just for the fact that it's not 100% G1 accurate. But people, not all the Classic line is going to be. So, take it for what it's worth. It's a great figure. Again, let's just give another overview before we go. Again, other people probably did a lot of Classic Prime reviews, so you've probably already seen this guy over and over again. But it's good just to get a little look at him, get a little different point of view. If I had to change anything on this figure, anything at all, it'd just be in the back section here. This is just me personally, so you don't have to take this into account. This whole area here, the kibble is just annoying. I don't know why. It just bothers me. I don't like how this folds in. That bothered me for some reason. I don't know why. But other than that, he's noticeably bigger than the other classics, so that's good. Anyways, this is Skyline, so I'm going to say peace out for now.